I have to be honest with you. I'm really horrible when it comes to reflecting on the past. The truth is, my mind is always laser focused on the future. Whether it's my next project, my next speaking engagement, whatever the case might be, I really don't give myself the proper time to reflect and celebrate on my past successes. However, I wanted to change that this year. Given everything that I've accomplished professionally in 2019, I didn't feel it would be right for me to not acknowledge it and celebrate it. And so that's exactly what I want to do with you today. So let's take a closer look. Hey there folks, Tim Slade here. Now, I have to say, I can hardly believe that 2019 is almost over. In fact, it's a little scary for me, to be honest. And for me, 2019 was perhaps the most defining year of my career. And as I think about everything I worked on over the past several years, 2019 really was the culmination of a lot of hard work, a lot of careful planning and determination, and of course, a lot, and I mean a lot, of patience. Personally, I don't feel like 2019 really started until this past April. You see, at the beginning of the year, I was working as the director of instructional design at GoDaddy, which I had been doing for about 2.5 years. And as 2019 began, I knew I would be leaving GoDaddy at some point to take what was my side hustle at the time and make it my full-time job. And so at the beginning of the year, I spent a lot of time during my nights and weekends redesigning my website and online portfolio, and of course continuing to work on my blog. And then in April, I did it. I made the leap. I decided the time was right to start my own business and make a full-time living from my freelance e-learning development and workshops and consulting. And out of everything I accomplished in 2019, I have to say I'm most proud of that out of everything else. So what else did 2019 bring? Well, quite a lot, actually. Over the summer, I launched the eLearning Designers Academy, offering a growing library of online courses for new e-learning designers, and I can't tell you how happy I am to have finally gotten that off the ground. That was many years in the making. I also recorded and produced my second LinkedIn learning course, providing some of my most practical tips on all things e-learning design and development. And of course, I partnered with ATD on the launch of my new advice column, Ask a Trainer, which has been a pretty good success so far. And finally, if there's one thing that was a constant for me in 2019, it really has to be all of the travel and speaking that I did, like literally all over the place. Besides speaking at most of the major conferences like ATD Techknowledge and the ATD International Conference, and of course DevLearn, I also had the opportunity to speak at a ton of smaller, local, and private events. I traveled everywhere from San Diego to Columbus, to Miami, to Tampa, to New Orleans, to Los Angeles, to Washington, D.C., and New York City, a total of 3 times within a span of a couple months. I was literally all over the place. I even had the opportunity to go to Johannesburg, South Africa, twice in the span of 2 months, which was an amazing experience. Okay, so that was a glimpse at what 2019 looked like for me, and although I'm a little tired and I'm looking forward to the holidays, I have to say I'm super proud of every bit of it. Now, before I close out this video, I have to mention and thank just some of the folks who helped make 2019 really such an amazing year for me. First, I have to thank Jackie Hutchinson and Kevin Thorne. Now, the truth is, I don't know if they know it, but when I was thinking about making the leap into freelancing full-time at the beginning of the year, both Jackie and Kevin shared a lot of words of wisdom and some really valuable advice that helped me feel confident about this very scary thing that I was doing at the time. So thank you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I also want to make shout outs to folks like Karen North and Robert Dombrowski, Heidi Matthews, Ashley Chasson, Kath Ellis, Bianca Woods, Matthew Pierce, Bridget Dunn, Justin Bursino, and a lot of other people I can't even think of at the moment. Whether they realize it or not, I so appreciate how each of those individuals helped motivate me and cheered me on as the year progressed. So thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And finally, I want to thank folks like you. If you've ever liked one of my posts, watched one of these videos, or commented on something I've shared, I so appreciate you following along with me on this journey. Again, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, so thank you. Okay, so it was 2019. And I'll be honest, I really don't know what 2020 is going to bring. But I do know it'll be amazing, so I'm looking forward to it. All right, so before we close out, as you think about 2019 and your accomplishments, what are you most proud of? Who do you have to thank in your network? Share them by commenting below. And of course, if you like this video, make sure to like it and click that subscribe button. All right, until next time in 2020, I can't believe it. I'll see you around.